Joel Embiid to the Lakers? Famous podcaster pitches wild trade idea for Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Lakers' first-round playoff exit at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves made one thing crystal clear. LA desperately needs size, especially at the center position. While several names have already been linked to the purple and gold, one bold trade idea has raised eyebrows across the NBA landscape. Popular podcaster and NBA analyst Bill Simmons recently floated a trade scenario that would see the Lakers acquire 2023 MVP Joel Embiid without giving up their prized third scoring option, Austin Reeves. This is my favorite Lakers move. With all the expiring contracts and 2 first-round picks, they get Embiid, Simmons said on a recent episode of the Bill Simmons podcast. You don't even have Reeves involved, Simmons added, pointing to concerns about Embiid's long-term health. We don't know if Embiid is ever going to play again. The proposed deal, according to Simmons' concept, the Lakers would package several expiring contracts to make the salary math work. Rui Hachimura, $18.26 million. Dorian Finney-Smith, $15.38 million if he exercises his player option. Gabe Vincent, $11.5 million. Maxi Kleber, $11 million. Along with these contracts, the Lakers would include 2 first-round picks to entice Philadelphia. Breaking down the proposal on paper, this package might seem financially viable, but it likely falls short of what the 76ers would demand for their franchise cornerstone. If Philadelphia were to part with an MVP-caliber center, they would almost certainly seek a more substantial return, possibly including Reeves. The same applies to other potential Lakers trade targets like Miami Heat's Bam Adebayo. Another complication is the Lakers' limited cap flexibility. Even if they could somehow land Embiid, they would likely exhaust their financial maneuverability, leaving them unable to address other needs, such as adding wing depth, which general manager Rob Pelinka has already identified as another offseason priority. Embiid's availability concerns. Then there's the elephant in the room, Embiid's availability. The star center appeared in just 19 games during the 2024-25 season due to persistent knee and foot issues. He was also suspended for 3 games after a confrontation with a reporter. The 76ers shut him down in late February, and he later underwent arthroscopic surgery on the same knee where he tore his meniscus the previous season. These ongoing health concerns raise serious questions about building a championship team around the talented but injury-prone center. Embiid is under contract through the 2028-29 season and is owed a staggering $248.1 million over the remainder of his deal. The Lakers' reality, while the idea of pairing Luka Doncic with Joel Embiid creates an enticing on-paper scenario, the practical challenges make this particular trade unlikely. Between the insufficient return package for Philadelphia, Embiid's injury history, and the financial constraints it would place on the Lakers, this proposal remains firmly in the realm of fantasy basketball. Nevertheless, the conversation highlights the Lakers' urgent need to address their center position this offseason if they hope to maximize their championship window with Doncic and potentially LeBron James. What do you think, Lakers Nation? Would you risk it all for an injury-prone Embiid? Or should the team pursue more reliable options at center? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Lakers news. LeBron James makes joke about Anthony Davis trade. In the wake of the Los Angeles Lakers' disappointing first-round playoff exit, LeBron James made a telling joke that highlighted the team's most glaring weakness following the Anthony Davis trade. Despite turning back the clock and performing admirably on both ends against the Minnesota Timberwolves, James couldn't overcome the overwhelming size and physicality that Minnesota brought to the matchup. The Lakers were sent packing in just 5 games, exposing the fundamental roster construction issues created by the midseason Luka Doncic trade. While acquiring a generational talent like Doncic was a move the Lakers simply had to make, losing Davis in the process fundamentally altered the team's identity and composition. Without Davis anchoring the front court, LeBron was forced to play significant minutes at center in smaller lineups, a role that clearly took a physical toll on the 40-year-old superstar. When asked about the burden of having to play center throughout the series, James responded with a witty but revealing comment. "No comment. I'll never say that," James said when questioned about the burden of playing center. "Because my guy AD, he said what needed to be done and was gone the next week. I ain't got no comment. I put that uniform on every night. I gave everything I had. And that's what matters." The joke referenced Davis reportedly expressing a desire for more frontcourt help before being included in the Doncic trade, but it also underscored the serious roster deficiency that plagued the Lakers throughout their short playoff run. James was one of the few Lakers frontcourt players with the size and strength to compete with Minnesota's imposing lineup, but asking him to expend so much energy in that role at age 40 proved unsustainable. LeBron didn't emerge from the series unscathed either, suffering a grade 2 MCL sprain in Game 5. While James has been the gold standard for body maintenance throughout his career, the physical toll is beginning to show, making it imperative that the team adds pieces to reduce the burden he's been carrying. With the upcoming offseason potentially marking James's final NBA campaign, the front office appears committed to doing everything possible to give him one more championship opportunity. President of Basketball Operations Rob Pelinka has always relied on input from his stars regarding roster construction, but this offseason, the Lakers seem particularly dedicated to meeting James's expectations for the 2025-26 roster. When you have great players like LeBron and Luka, of course you're going to get their input on the roster, Pelinka said during his exit interview. "We'll work collaboratively to build the best team possible around them." As the Lakers enter a critical offseason, addressing their frontcourt deficiencies will clearly be priority number one. With James making his concerns known, albeit through humor, the pressure is now on Pelinka and the front office to surround their aging legend and new superstar with the proper supporting cast to contend for a championship. What moves do you think the Lakers should make to address their frontcourt issues? Share your thoughts in the comments below.